Hello friends, how are you? 3 new official spoilers from Boom have just been leaked, and one of them is truly the most important one released so far. Additionally, there's information like the official release date, secrets, other spoilers from different multiverses, and more. Stay tuned, because this video is going to be packed with information. First of all, let's start with this one, which is the best of all. Pay attention, get ready, because it's this one you're about to see. What the heck, dude? Yeah, it's amazing, the best spoiler of all. In it, we see the brave cameraman, finally repaired, with his 2 plungers, but also something curious. Beside him, there are these cameramen inside the base and next to a skybit that's flying. But the important thing is what's in front, like a red light that could be signaling that the base is being attacked. If you pay attention, it looks like everyone is staring at the screens around, as if something is happening. We see a LAR cameraman on the left side, and also up on the left, on the same side. There's something like a yellow box or something similar. I don't know if it's relevant, but wait. Some people claim it's not the reanimated character, and maybe it's a statue placed there, and Boom added it to troll us. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see when the episode comes out. In my opinion, it's pretty good. Now let's get a little closer to this place, which is this second spoiler, where the detective cameraman appears, holding something in his hand, and no one knows what it is. It could be a phone or a camera warning us about what's happening outside and the attack of the Astro Duchess. It could also be the remote that the secret agent recovered or gave away. And next to him, there are other cameramen helping. But hold on, that's not the important part. You might ask, okay, Sut, what's the important part, dude? What didn't I see? Here it goes. In the background, there's a white chair. Yeah, I know at this point you'll say, oh no, this dude and his crazy theories. But remember that the dark-colored chair is also pretty relevant, and Boom always leaves secret stuff in the spoilers that makes sense later. So I think this chair, no matter what, is going to be important. But what do you think? Among other things, we can see a bit more of that red light I mentioned earlier, which seems to be some kind of alert or warning. In the background, there are just desks and screens. And honestly, outside of that, I don't think there's anything else fundamental. Except that on the far right, you can barely see a purple spike, which is very characteristic of the Elite TV, so I assume it's going to be here. And since it's the first time all the factions, the cameramen, the speakermen, and the Titans, are gathered in one place, without a doubt, this is going to get really good. As the third spoiler, let's move on to this one, where a cameraman simply appears. This is definitely the worst spoiler of all the leaks, in my opinion. You can only see that he's wearing a blue shirt, but something crucial that some people noticed is that his camera is kind of broken, and he could be the survivor of the Astro Duchess's attack, or maybe a repaired cameraman. That's still unknown. But well, at least as for outside details, nothing else looks important. Just this red light, which warns us about the evacuation protocol. As for the last image or the 4th leaked one, pay attention because it's also really good. Just look at it for yourself. The 2 Astro Velitos appear, who are exactly the same ones seen next to the Astro Desa, which could tell us that maybe this character is about to arrive, and this image shows the seconds before the tragedy, or the battle. But the important thing, who is she going to face? Here you go. She's going to fight against the Mafia, that character who had already appeared in previous spoilers, also against the Buzard, who has a bit of this greenish look and matches perfectly with that moment. At the bottom, it looks like Michael Jackson is there, with the hat and those 4 swords or katas we already know, but it's unclear if it's really him. As for other relevant things, it looks like a lot of people just got wiped out, or I don't know, but there's a lot of trash on the ground and tons of fire. Without a doubt, this could be from the very first seconds of the next episode. Oh yes, all these little things today are quite interesting in terms of spoilers and information. Friends, I've just finished recording this video, and guess what? Well, it looks like the result of that device the detective cameraman is holding has just been found, and what I'm about to tell you is bad news, because the theory is very solid. It turns out this cameraman might have been reanimated, and he would be in charge of defending the base just like what happened in episode 50, but sadly, he would end up dead. That's why the detective cameraman obtains his recorder or hardware to see what he managed to record. As an act of bravery, they would place this statue at the cameraman's base. Something that doesn't make much sense because how would they make it or build it so quickly? Yeah, that's exactly what I asked myself because this theory doesn't make much sense. But at the same time, if you see it from Boom's point of view, who said he was going to eliminate someone? I don't know what to believe anymore. What's a fact is that this recorder could belong to him or some other important character. But yes, without a doubt, it's a cassette, a device that stores recordings. That's just one of the little things. Everyone was talking about this situation. What do you think? But wait, that's not all. Let's move on to other detailed things, Boom said. Because at the beginning of I Am Stream, he says, "Hey, how are you, Boom? I'm going to stream for about 2 hours. Do you think you could tell us what percentage of the episode is done? Or if it'll come out today or tomorrow? We want to know the latest updates." To which, pay attention, Boom says the following. But before getting to this message, I want to clarify that today I uploaded a video explaining that it would come out tomorrow, according to information given by Strider, and apparently, that's how it was going to be. But now let's move on to Boom's explanation for the delay. And he says, "Look, I really think it's too early to release the episode. I've decided to add an extra scene that lasts 1 minute and it's currently not ready. I feel the episode won't be ready for this weekend, sadly, but maybe for next week. As a reward, I'll give you some spoilers today." And yes, he kept his word. Here are all the previews we saw. Although that's not all, let's continue with EBO replying. "I'm sure people will understand, but could you tell us some info or what time you'll drop those spoilers?" To which he replies, "It's currently 8 in the morning where I live. I think I'll release it at 2 in the afternoon, so in like 6 hours. But I'll let you know if plans change." Hey, small pause. The secret word in today's video is official spoiler. The first one to comment it will be pinned. But anyway, let's continue. And yeah, well, that's the info. But he's not the only one who released spoilers because everyone decided to. In this case, also Max Eddy, in case you're interested, released the one you're seeing where the GM appears. Or also Doom Studio, who released one with a phrase or message of his own. Not to mention Clutch, who assures that next week he will release a new episode. And by the way, this information was also given to EBO. Man, yeah, seriously, so much info from all the Skibidi Toilet universes. As for other little things, it seems that in the next episode, in part 2, we'll see the Speakerman's base because in this one we're seeing how the Cameraman's base is being destroyed. We still don't know if they'll come out victorious or defeated. But a few months ago, Boom replied to Elite Cameraman with this info that the Speakerman's base would appear soon, although no one knows when. And if you notice, they already destroyed the TV men's base, they're going to destroy the Titans next, and we still haven't seen the Speakerman's. And this arc is about that faction. So, well, we have another clue or more info about this episode, which, remember, might come out in part 1 or part 2, as I mentioned earlier. But well, that's where we'll wrap up with the secrets and important things from today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which was your favorite spoiler? Do you think the brave cameraman is really a statue, or has he already been fully repaired? And most importantly, is the white chair something secret, or did Boom just leave it there as decoration? Let me know everything you think in the comments. Remember, the next episode comes out this coming week, but no specific day has been confirmed yet. And well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Suit, and I'll see you another time. See you later. Bye.